Hi, my name is Forrest.
And I'm Zaina. We're students at the University of St. Andrews.
Together, we created this talk and tour video in collaboration with the university. We hope you enjoy.
Thanks.
Founded in 1413, St. Andrews is the oldest university in Scotland. St. Andrews doesn't have a campus. Instead, we have a university that's intertwined with the town. My name's Kate and I'm a fourth year studying international relations here at St. Andrews. On top of my studies, I'm also Principal Ambassador, which means I work with the admissions team to run the Student Ambassador scheme. Most of St. Andrews can be found on 3 parallel streets: North Street, Market Street and South Street. Our student ambassadors will now show you each street of the town.
Hi, my name's Ella and I'm a fourth year biology student. We're currently standing in St. Salvator's Quad. This is one of the oldest and more central parts of the university. During term time, the quad is bustling with students, sat out studying or eating lunch on the lawn behind me. Just behind the College Hall to the right of the quad is Lower College Lawn. This is the site of our infamous Raisin Monday foam fight, where the students get dressed up in fancy costumes and are let loose on the back lawn with cans of shaving foam. On the ground in front of me are the initials PH marked in stone. This marks the spot where a Protestant reformer, Patrick Hamilton, was burnt at the stake during the Reformation. There is a legend tied in with the PH that says that if any student stands on it, they are cursed to fail their degree. Right behind me is the Old Union coffee shop, which, as the name suggests, used to be the old student union before it was moved to Market Street. Now it's a cute little coffee shop, and you'll often find me in there catching up with friends over a coffee in between classes. Right next door to the Old Union is the Advice and Support Centre, or the ASP. They're there to help you find your way as a student and to answer any questions you might have during your time here at St. Andrews. Tucked in just off of North Street is our main library. The university actually has a number of different libraries, some of which are subject specific, but this is the biggest, and this is where all of the texts you'll need for your degree are held. I myself spend a lot of time in this library, particularly on the bottom floor. This is a loud floor and you're also allowed hot drinks and food down here. It's a great way to socialise with friends, to do group work, and if you're like me and just like a bit of background noise when you're studying. If you like silence, then the top 2 floors are both silent study areas. The library is also home to a number of different study rooms and booths that you can book out, which make them perfect for group study. Just behind the library is the Arts Building. This is home to the School of International Relations and has a number of different lecture theatres and seminar rooms. On the top floor, you get amazing views all over St. Andrews. We're now stood on the North Hall, which is only a short walk from the town centre. The North Hall is where all the science buildings are based, so if you're a scientist like me, you'll spend a lot of time down here. Right behind me is the Gateway Building. This is home to the School of Management. The basement floor is managed by the library and is a really big study space where you'll find me during revision weeks.
My name's Callum and I'm a third year studying English with Modern History, and we're standing in Market Street next to the Melville Memorial Fountain. Market Street's home to a lot of student life in St. Andrews. It's where you'll find lots of the cafes that students like to study in, pubs to hang out in the evenings, our student union, lecture theatres, and of course lots of shops to do your shopping. We're standing outside the Buchanan building, which is home to the School of Modern Languages, and also one of the largest lecture theatres in St. Andrews. As a first year, you can expect lots of your lectures to be at this building. We're standing outside the Student Union at the bottom of Market Street, which is a real hub for student life at the University of St. Andrews. The Union's home to a number of different venues for students to hang out in, like Rector's, a cafe that's really popular for students to study in, Main Bar, which turns into a cafe during the day and again is a great place to study, 601, which is behind me and is the main club of the university, as well as Beacon Bar that's on the top floor of the Union. My favourite though is Sandy's, the karaoke bar. That's where you can find me singing Kate Bush really badly on Friday nights to my heart's content. The Union is also a hub for over 140 different societies that we have at the University of St. Andrews. They range on everything from the weird to the wonderful. There's a club for everyone. Right across from the Union is the Career Centre, where you can drop in for an appointment with one of the university's career advisors, get some feedback on your CV, or set up a mock interview in preparation for an internship or a job interview. At the end of Market Street, you'll find the bus stop, which provides loads of great transport links from St. Andrews, to Glasgow, Edinburgh and all over Scotland, as well as a rail connection to Lookers, which is our nearest railway station.
Hi, I'm Sophia and I'm a postgraduate student at the University of St Andrews. I study Romantic and Victorian literature, and today I'm here to show you around South Street. Before we get to South Street itself though, I wanted to show you Martyrs Kirk, which is a postgraduate research library located on North Street just across from St Salvator's Quad. The library itself is a great, quiet study space for postgrad students across the university from any school. Right now I'm standing in front of the Byre Theatre, which was originally founded in 1933 and was built in a derelict cow byre, which is where the building gets its name. During the term, it hosts a number of seminars, classes, and screenings, as well as hosting traveling performers and artists. We're standing in the Byre Garden right now, which was where I love to come and do my coursework on sunny days. We're currently in St. Mary's Quadrangle, which houses a number of academic schools and institutions. St. Leonard's College provides a networking space for postgraduates across the university. Overall, St. Mary's is one of my favorite places in the university. It is a great place to come and just hang out in the sun. I love to bring a book and read on the quad. It's an amazing little oasis just off of South Street. Apart from the academic buildings and school offices which line the street, South Street is also full of pubs and cafes. These are great places to hang out with your friends between classes, wonderful to study in, and many societies end up having dinners and functions in the multitude of great little hangouts here. South Street ends in the historic Westport behind me, which was completed originally during the 16th century and refurbished during the 19th century and is still standing today.
A short walk from North Hall and the bus station and you find yourselves on West End. This is one of 3 beaches in St Andrews where students come to relax and reflect on their studies. The view that you can see behind me is one of the most breathtaking views in St Andrews. Thank you so much for coming on our tour. I hope to see you around town soon.